Math in 3 with Mrs. Z. This video is about factoring a trinomial quadratic with a leading coefficient of 1. This video is going to factor a quadratic that's a trinomial. We always start by looking for a GCF. Whether it is or is not, we then ask ourselves, do we have a binomial or a trinomial? Like I said, this video is focusing on trinomials, and we're going to focus on the method where a is equal to 1. A is the number in front of x squared, b is the number in front of x, and c is the constant at the end. So here my a value is equal to 1. So I'm going to look for two numbers that multiply together to the c value, here it's 21, and at the same time add together to the b value, which is negative 10. So I list out numbers I know that multiply to 21. 1 times 21, 3 times 7. Because I'm trying to get to a negative 10 as my b value, I need to switch my signs. So I'm going to use negative 21 and negative 1 and negative 3 and negative 7. These two negatives still multiply to a positive. The pair of numbers that I want to choose is negative 3 and negative 7. They add to negative 10 and multiply to 21. I take this x squared and I split it between my two parentheses. And then I'm also splitting up that 21 into negative 3 and negative 7. And there you have it. You factored a trinomial where a was equal to 1. Here's the second example of factoring a trinomial where a is equal to 1. So I notice that I don't have a number in front of my middle term, so I'm going to add in that coefficient of negative 1. So my b is equal to negative 1 and my c is equal to negative 30. I'm going to make a list of numbers that I know that multiply to negative 30. We have 1 and negative 30, 2 and negative 15, 3 and negative 10, 4 doesn't work, 5 and negative 6. I'm now going to look at my pairs and determine which pair adds together to b. That would be 5 and negative 6. So 5 plus negative 6 give me my b value of negative 1, and 5 multiplied by negative 6 give me my c value of negative 30. I set up my parentheses. I split my x squared into the parentheses, and then we have a positive 5 and a negative 6. Let's look at our third example. Here we have 2x squared plus 6x plus 4. The first thing that I notice is that I have a GCF, so I'm going to divide out 2 from each of my terms. 2. The GCF always goes out front. 2 divided by 2 leaves me with x squared. 6 divided by 2 is going to leave me with 3 with that x. And 4 divided by 2 leaves me with 2. Now I notice that my a is equal to 1, my b is equal to 3, and my c is equal to 2. So what numbers do you know that multiply to 2? 1 and 2. That's literally it. 1 plus 2 equals my middle value of 3, and 1 times 2 equals my c value of 2. So I set up my parentheses. My x squared gets split x and x. That 2 got split into plus 1 and plus 2. Don't forget your GCF out front. And there you go. This was Math in 3 with Mrs. Z. Please like and subscribe below. Thanks.